What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the brand new YouTube video. As always, thank you for clicking in on this. I really appreciate it. As you can see, we kind of got a new setup going. I think it looks pretty cool. I think it's I was getting a little tired of the floating shelves behind me, and because everything would just fall off because they were tilting, because they're not screwed into the wall, they're just like double-sided taped, and then eventually the actual shelf just kept falling off of the wall, and I was like, dude, this is kind of dumb. So I got them back up, but there's nothing on them, so they don't look that good. But we got a cool little setup here. Welcome to the corner of my house. Got a little pop of color in here, and we got the green plant. This, by the way, this guy's is Herbie. That's his nickname. Herbie is short for Herbert. So everybody say hi, Herbert. And then, guys, I don't know if you know this, but this is what's called a throw blanket. I just learned this the other day. So I literally threw it on the couch, and I think it looks pretty cool. Anyways, let's get to the why you came here. So I'm gonna be talking about my favorite kitchen gadget ever in the entire world. Okay, I, for context, am someone that absolutely hates cooking. If I'm gonna cook, it needs to be easy, it needs to taste really good, it needs to have minimal cleanup, and it has to take me under 10 minutes. Like, I got a lot of requirements if you're gonna have me in the kitchen making something, okay? So this device definitely qualifies as something that helps me do all those things, okay? As you can see by the title, I'm talking about my hard-boiled egg maker, which I have right here. This guy, okay? It's by Dash, okay? And I got this thing at Target, I believe, or Amazon. You can get it kind of anywhere, but I think it was like 20 bucks, okay? And this is the best $20 I've ever spent in the kitchen, okay? Let me, like, keeping it real, this is the best 20 bucks I've ever spent. This thing makes the perfect hard-boiled egg every single time you put it to work, okay? I've never had a bad hard-boiled egg come out of it. All right, and it's just so easy, okay? So literally, when it's time to make eggs, well, actually, first, let's back up. I gotta show you this little contraption first. So it comes with this, and this has little lines on it, which kind of tell you how much water to put when you're making certain types of eggs. So I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. Just take my word for it, okay? But this says hard, so if you want a hard-boiled egg, you put all the water up to that line. And then the second line is medium, and the third line is soft, okay? So if you want a medium-boiled egg or a soft-boiled egg, that's how much water you would put. On the back, if you wanted an omelet or a poached egg, you would put water up to there. Now, what you do, I don't have any eggs right now because I've made them all and I ate them all. But what you would do, you take this bottom part off and you expose this little pokey needle thing, and it's kind of weird, kind of counterintuitive, but you take the fat part of the egg and you poke a hole into it. And the first time I did it, I was like, this is literally gonna just make a mess on my hands. Like, why am I gonna poke the egg with the needle? But somehow the technology in it and the way it's shaped probably just it's a satisfying sound to me. It just goes, and it pokes a little hole into the top of the egg. I don't know exactly why they need it, but it just helps it cook, I guess. But after you do that, you can make 6 eggs in this. So you poke all your 6 eggs, you take off the lid, you put your eggs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right, all in the circles. I think you can put one in the middle, but I never do because I like even numbers of eggs. I don't know about you guys, but if there's like 3 eggs left, that bothers me. Anyways, I'm kind of a weirdo, okay? Anyways, you put the eggs there, put the lid back on, twist it, press start, and I don't know, maybe you wait 15 minutes, and then the thing sings you a song, and your eggs are done, and they come out perfectly, okay? So don't let anybody tell you, okay? This is a PSA for all you guys. Don't let anybody tell you that the traditional way of making eggs, of like boiling water on the stove and then putting the eggs in and then timing it, and then immediately when it's done you got to turn off the heat really quickly and put it into ice water, and just so that it stops cooking, so then make sure that the yolk is perfectly yellow. No. This machine, you put your eggs, you press start, it sings, it's done, Bada bing, bada boom. Hard-boiled eggs. Okay. So there's a few other things I want to touch on. I'm going to touch on kind of the other features it has, and then I'm going to tell you one of my gripes. Actually, let's start with the gripe, okay? My one gripe is that it's kind of a pain in the butt to clean. I do my best, and maybe this is kind of gross. I don't know if you want to see this, but it's not the cleanest, all right? No matter how much soap and water and cleaning I do, like, it doesn't stay clean. Ew, that kind of looks really gross. But yeah, and then here's like the actual bottom of the thing. This is like as good as it's been in a while. There's ways to like, what do you call it? Soak it in vinegar and all this kind of stuff. Like I told you earlier in the video, I'm too lazy to do that, and I think it's fine. If it's not, and you're like some germ master, like please let me know that I'm eating bad chemicals or something and that I should clean it. Even though I know I probably should do that. Anyways, so that's my one gripe. That's the only thing that's like wrong about it, is that it's a little bit difficult to clean, but who cares? When it produces the eggs that it does, I will gladly take that trade-off, okay? So you might have, the other thing I wanted to talk to you about is that you might have noticed that there's an option for an omelet or a poached egg, right? On this side, omelet, poached. On this side, it's how cooked you want your boiled eggs, so soft, medium, or hard-boiled eggs. It comes with this bowl thing. It's just a simple bowl, right? I can't vouch for this feature too much. I've only tried it a handful of times. I didn't care for it, but I didn't give it a proper try, so don't take this with a full grain of salt, just like a half grain of salt maybe. But what you can do is you can, instead of using these with your eggs, you can crack an egg open in here, put the thing there, and then cover it. You cover it and it'll cook, right? And when it comes out, you have a perfectly circular omelet, essentially, or whatever a poached egg is. I don't quite actually know what a poached egg is off the top of my head. But you can do that, all right? For me, for an omelet, and I'm more of just like scrambled eggs or even just like sunny side up eggs, so I don't really bother with this, but it is available to you. But again, when it's making that type of egg, for me, it's just easier and it tastes better to do that type manually or the traditional way. But for hard-boiled eggs, these are the best freaking hard-boiled eggs I've ever had, okay? So if you're in the market, or if you're like, why would I buy a hard-boiled egg maker? That sounds dumb. Or you're like me, that was like, oh, this sounds like a really good purchase, and everybody's just laughing at you like, bro, why do you need a hard-boiled egg maker? Just make it the traditional way. Don't let them tell you that this is not a good purchase, okay? This is a great purchase. There's no affiliate links. I'm not trying to make money off of you buying one of these. I'm just telling you, apparently I'm really passionate about this hard-boiled egg maker. But anyways, that is the review. If you have one and you love it, let me know. If you have one and you hate it and you think I'm totally wrong, let me know too. I'm curious to know what your guys' experiences are with the Dash hard-boiled egg maker. Thank you for coming to the video. If you like the new setup, if you liked the video at all, please hit the like button. Consider subscribing. I post videos every Wednesday at 10 a.m. and I really appreciate you being here, and we'll see you in the next one, all right? Thanks. Bye.